Hello, my name is Mitchell Webster, and we'll be talking about teaching dispositions. For the teaching dispositions, I ended up choosing strongly agree for all of the bullet points on the sheet. I believe a teacher's role in supporting learners and students is to make sure that we are following the curriculum set forth as a team, school, and district as a whole in order to maintain unity and clarity for all of our students. There should always be some aspect of improving the way the curriculum is taught in order to get across the information in the most effective manner possible. As an educator, you will be collaborating with others all the time in and outside of your own department. So it is our responsibility to ensure this sense of community is not being forged in another direction. The disposition that I think that will make me a successful teacher is the understanding effect of community involvement and servant leadership as it applies to the welfare of others in an educational setting. Growing up in a small town, majority of the educators here went through the district as kids, and they coming back to make a difference on kids growing up now as it did for them when they grew up. I think that's something I plan to shoot for one day is to get back to the district that I ended up going through it as a kid. The disposition I believe that I need to work on is that educators should be sensitive to individuals' learning and social needs, and embrace the culture diversity of the community. I know being in coaching right now, it's one of those things where it's very difficult to reach to everyone. Especially in a classroom, you have 30 kids. On a baseball team, you have 20 kids. Not every kid is going to be the center of attention, or in a baseball term, a starter. So it's how we interact with those kids to kind of create and forge that sense of community. It's something that's really uh, evolving all the time and adapting. So it's something that I think I'll need to work on as my career grows. I believe, personal bias in teaching can play a huge role in how lessons are taught in the classroom, especially being in the history history field. If you have some sort of political bias and you're talking about something current going on in the world or in the government, it can really take the curriculum or the lesson in another direction that you didn't plan or intend to. So if you are teaching a subject or curriculum and you're not self-conscious about the predetermined bias, it can definitely sway the decisions and thinking of how kids will look into that subject. Last but not least, academic and professional integrity is a really integral part of education. You are a leader and a role model to the students as a teacher. So as a future teacher, if you're not upholding those standards for yourself, why would your students do the same? Leading a career with positive intent far outweighs the reasoning to take a shortcut for a desired outcome. I know the Seattle Mariners have this thing on the wall that says the key to shortcuts is patience, and I believe that's something that'll stick with me probably for the rest of my life. I appreciate you taking the time for me to talk about these dispositions. Again, my name is Mitchell Webster. Thank you.